is Lisa Yates, and I'm originally from Hillsborough, New Jersey, and still live nearby in the Great Garden State. My family on both sides has lived in the tri-state area for multiple generations, and I have mixed European heritage from ancestors who immigrated to the U.S. in the late 1800s. Growing up in central New Jersey, I was surrounded by many pharmaceutical and consumer products companies, and was first inspired and excelled in science and mathematics in the Hillsborough Public Schools. Upon graduation from high school, I knew I wanted to be on the business side of a scientific company, but I had no idea what I specifically wanted to do. So I started as a major in accounting at Boston College, go Eagles, with a minor in chemistry. However, my organic chemistry professor, Dr. Scott, during my sophomore year, convinced me that since I was doing really well in his course, I should increase my chemistry classes and do a double major. So I thought about his advice, and I decided to take it and major in both business and chemistry. After taking a gap year post-college, working as a contractor at J&J Consumer, working in supply chain and sourcing, I realized that many people at Johnson & Johnson that I worked with, regardless of whether they were in quality, supply chain, regulatory, or traditional scientific fields, had advanced degrees in science. So with my gap year experience in hand, I started my doctoral degree in chemical biology at Princeton University's Department of Chemistry. My 4.5 years at Princeton were a very significant growth opportunity for me, where I learned how to conduct independent scientific research at the interface of chemistry and biology. I was able to learn techniques such as running synthetic organic chemistry reactions and peptide chemistry reactions, assaying my results on various analytical equipment such as HPLC and nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy, and ultimately testing these compounds in biological assays with yeast or mammalian cells to really see if the synthetic tool that we had made could help us understand things about the cell that no one knew before. I was also able to teach and mentor many undergrads, both in the classroom and in the lab, and write a few scientific papers. And finally, and most importantly, I learned that being at the scientific bench was not where my passion lied. And I really wanted to find an opportunity at a pharmaceutical or consumer products company where I could leverage the technical experience I had just gained, but on the business side of a company where I could see the broader corporate strategy rather than the deep focused technical execution I had just done. So this realization put me at a crossroads at the end of my doctoral studies, where I knew I wanted to join the business side of a company, but wasn't sure if I could do that right out of chemistry grad school. So the first opportunity actually that I received from a great pharmaceutical company was a technical role that I was perfectly qualified for based on my graduate research, but I turned it down because it was not where I wanted to go in my career. Thankfully, a former leader of mine while I worked at Johnson & Johnson had switched to Bristol-Myers Squibb, a biopharmaceutical company, in the 4+ years while I was at Princeton, and helped me identify a fantastic opportunity in the BMS Strategic Sourcing and Procurement team. I've been at Bristol-Myers Squibb ever since in the sourcing team for the past 4.5 years, advancing from a senior associate to associate director. I'm currently the Associate Director for Emerging and Novel Technologies Sourcing for the Product Development team. Now, what does that mean? What I do is I work with our scientists to find external suppliers who have technology or other types of expertise that can help us advance our scientific portfolio and improve our production processes. It's a perfect blend of my technical and business skills, as I need to understand what our scientists need, translate that to our external marketplace, lead various sourcing activities, and ultimately negotiate contracts to finalize our BMS and external party relationships. Now, did I need a doctoral degree in chemistry for the career journey that I've had so far at BMS? Probably not. But I definitely feel that my advanced degree in science has helped me grow rapidly in my current department and also enhances my ability to be a trusted advisor to my scientific business partners. I also realize that having this blended scientific and business background uniquely places me for many opportunities within a variety of departments at a biopharmaceutical company like BMS. I am inspired by the fact that the work I do at BMS directly contributes to producing medicines that help patients with severe diseases prevail. Keeping the patient in mind, even on tough days on the job, keeps me motivated to continue and succeed. I also know and am inspired by the fact that the job I do is also very valuable to the company's success, as I help ensure we appropriately allocate our financial resources to the most value-add external activities. Since my role faces global product development and supply, I certainly have a continuous improvement mindset in my job and in my career. In my time at BMS, as an example, I realized that many elements of my job require strong project management skills. So I was also able to complete my project management professional certification to enhance my skill set for my current and future roles. I really enjoy learning about and translating the scientific requirements that our teams have into the external marketplace. Even though I'm not in the scientific lab anymore, I still like to geek out about the cool scientific challenges and technical solutions that the teams are investigating. Ultimately, one of my favorite parts of the job is seeing our team successfully execute a project at one of our third-party providers that I helped enable. So, what final words can I leave you STEM students with? If you have an interest and an aptitude for STEM, keep at it and see where it takes you. You might not know exactly what you want to do in STEM. I certainly didn't and don't necessarily know what the next opportunity may be for me in the future. But having the core science and mathematics skills give you great flexibility as you enter the workforce. And if you decide to pursue an advanced degree in the sciences, a significant number of advanced degree recipients don't end up on a traditional career path. I certainly didn't. Traveling off the quote-unquote standard path can be scary, but ultimately extremely rewarding. So I wish you all the best as you continue your STEM journey.